Also, it fades out when it's done.
Welcome everyone to a new year, a new podcast, new year, new me, new podcast. It's not episode 16 again. It's season 2, episode 16. Yeah, that's right.
Episode 1.
All right, it's episode 1. All right, we started season 2, episode 1. We made a year. We survived. We haven't been cancelled yet. We haven't got bored of it yet.
No,
we've done all right. This is probably the longest podcast I've ever been on. As long as you've been on.
Yeah,
because the other one just got cancelled the other one just got cancelled without any acknowledgement,
not any ceremony or anything.
No, or a text message saying I can't be bothered anymore, just like that. But anyway, Pretzel, we got a brand new year, new me. There's not much news because obviously it's started a new year, so there's not much going on right now. So usually things start kicking off end of January, but so we've got a chiller podcast. So it's gonna be. So what's on the agenda for today? Oh, Pretzel.
Yes.
Nothing. What's on the agenda for today?
Oh, so we got a little, just a little tiny bit of news. We're bringing back Scrub of the Week.
We haven't done that in a while.
We haven't, no. But we got a Scrub of the Week, and then we have kind of like a broad topic at the end where we're just going to talk about the new year, what we're looking forward to, our goals, things like that. But we do have a podcast question. It's in my Discord and in Fox's Discord. And it's basically, what game or games are you looking forward to this year? We want to know so we can judge you. Tell you how bad it's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
And don't get hyped up for it.
Yeah, don't get hyped up. I was just going to spend the entire time going, why are you hyped for it, you idiot?
Yeah, just shut up.
When it comes out, it comes out. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. Just be neutral. Just be Switzerland for the rest of your life. All right, Pretzel.
News.
Press them up.
Yeah.
Now let's see if it's working. This news button. No, it's working. Pretzel. News. What is it? What do we got?
All right. There's not a whole lot of news. But so at the Ubisoft E3 event or whatever their last time they talked about this shit was.
Now, is that the one where they tweeted before about the rape allegations, and then they didn't...
But didn't address it during the actual talk? Yes.
That one. All right, gotcha. I remember now. So the rape allegation cover-up podcast that they did, or award show.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. They announced that Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, that they were going to re-release that because they basically it was on the 360 arcade, and then it was abandoned, and no one knew what happened to it. So they got the rights back, and now the big news, I guess, with regard to that is that it is getting a physical release through Limited Run Games. And I posted the link to it. And I sent the link to you privately, or I tweeted it at you, Fox.
I'll be buying it.
And you're going to buy it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably buy it as well. What's really cool is the Switch and PlayStation version. I think that's the PlayStation version. PS4 version. They come in containers or like boxes that look like Genesis boxes.
Wonder why.
And it's.
Wonder why they're doing Genesis. Really cool. The game looks like a Super Nintendo game.
I don't know. But it comes with a whole bunch of shit. So it's like $55 for like their special edition. And it comes with, it's like they call it the deluxe clamshell, with a reversible cover. And then it comes with stickers, it looks like. Yeah, a bunch of stickers, the soundtrack, an overworld map, and so it comes with the clamshell case and then the actual game, like normal game cart case inside as well.
Now, Pretzel, just for the people,
limited run game.
For the people in the chat who don't know what Scott Pilgrim is or what's the big deal about this game being re-released, can you run down why it's a big deal?
It's a big deal because it's based on the comics, not the movie. And that's to answer your question, Mocha. I hate the movie. I don't have any problem with the comics from what I've seen. So it's based on the comics and not the movie, and it's a side-scrolling beat 'em up. I mean, what would be the closest comparison to it?
Probably like River City Girls.
Yeah, River City Girls. Really frenetic, really fun, and it was released on the 360 via Ubisoft. And
On PlayStation Network
it
as well.
basically was it on PlayStation as well? Okay.
Yeah.
But they lost the license and it just disappeared. They pulled it and there was no way to play it up until they got the licensing back. So we've talked about the
Game
um,
preservation.
yeah, game preservation before, and this is an example where luckily they got the licensing back for it in order to do it, but it doesn't mean that it's, you know, there still needs to be preservation. This is one of the reasons why I don't mind emulation and shit like that. And we've
Yeah.
talked about this before. I think we talked about it last time when we talked about like shit things Nintendo has done, where like if you're not going to give the product, then we'll get the product ourselves. If you're not willing to give us the product we want to pay for, you know?
Because the other issue with this is, with Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, it's I don't think you can illegally download it and put onto a PS3. I think the 360 you can, but the PS3 version you can't. Or unless there's like some weird. But like anyway, let's just say it's in the too hard pile to do. It's like it's not easy. Even if there is a way, it's super hard, super hard. So it's just
super hard.
So it's kind of like, and this is where it's super important when it comes to, because most old movies you can get access to. How many old movies are there that's still in VHS that aren't on DVD/Blu-ray?
I mean, there's a ton. There's also there's also like they're starting to come out with ones, especially like the big kind of market for that, as far as like things that came out on like VHS and didn't come out on Blu-ray or DVD, were the kind of shit movies that like were sold to rental companies, basically, to like Blockbuster and shit, just to fill their shelves, you know, with an interesting cover. But there's been pushes to preserve and like get that stuff out. But there is notoriously, like, I don't remember the exact amount, but like 80% ish of silent films are just lost that ever came out, just because no one thought to archive them. They thought it was ephemeral, you know, just filler kind of stuff, you know. And that's the thing. I don't want that to happen to games, you know.
Yeah, like we
regardless
like,
of how good or bad they are.
Because like this is the thing, like, you know, someone put effort into a game. This is not just some obscure game that you've never heard of. This is fucking Scott Pilgrim. Like, it's a comic book, it's a movie, and like that guy still makes comic books. He's making, or he finished off Snot Girl, but it's not like he just died and disappeared. Like, he's still making stuff. And like, imagine you made something and then it's just gone forever. And it's a game that sold decently well, got decent reviews as well. So it's just this is
it's well received.
So like,
I never personally played it, but I always heard really good things about it.
So like this and PT and like I know Transformers.
PT is a good example.
And Transformers Devastation. Like Transformers Devastation's okay because you can still buy a physical copy of it. Obviously you have to buy it second hand, but Activision removed that off the store. But obviously PT and Scott Pilgrim, there was no physicals for it at all. So if you didn't get it, tough titties. And this is why game preservation is important. And like I was sick of this licensing bullshit. And I still think like when I play GTA 4 eventually, I'm probably never going to update the game because if you update the game, it removes the songs because it's due to licensing and that. So I don't.
Well, and then do you know what the rarest game on PlayStation 4 is in the States?
What is it?
Godzilla. That really shitty Godzilla game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's because Bandai Namco lost the licensing pretty much right after they sold it. And so it's super rare because it got pulled from the PlayStation 4 market. And like they just didn't produce more copies of it, and a lot of game stores, because it got shit reviews, just tossed them. Like
I was so mad I didn't pick it up for $50 Australian.
Yeah, and now it costs like 100 or something like that, and we're barely out of that generation.
Yeah, and there's also that EA game, NBA
Live, yeah.
NBA Live Elite, which came out and it got pulled out. That's another game.
No, it didn't come out. They canceled it like the day or two before it was supposed to release, but some people still got hands on copies.
Yeah. That's like imagine an EA sports game. Well, most EA sports games have a depreciation cycle, so after 1 year, 2 year, they're already worth $2. But this one game's worth like thousands because it's so rare.
Yeah. But there's, I don't know. I think we should dedicate a section on this podcast whenever Limited Run announces one of their awesome kits. Because did you see the Panzer Dragoon one I sent you, where it comes with like a Sega Saturn case?
I already got the Switch version because I didn't think it was coming to PlayStation ever, and then it got re-released to PlayStation. Oh, fuck you guys.
Yeah, and it's got that sweet Sega Saturn box and shit.
I don't like Sega Saturn.
And then there's a Monkey Island 30th Anniversary Anthology box set. Oh. And then for some reason they're coming out with Scat. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I don't know why they did, because I bought fuck, what's the game called? It was a Nintendo game that they did a repo cart for, but it's like a very rare Nintendo game that's actually very good. Take care, Biawa. It was it's made by Ireme Software. Fuck, what's it called? Metal Storm. I think that's what it's called. The one where he plays a mech and you can flip gravity, and it's a very good game. The graphics in that game are insane for a Nintendo game. Yeah, they did a limited run of that. I bought that just because I've always wanted to play it, because the original game's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, maybe we'll dedicate in the future. Whenever Limited Run comes out with something awesome, I'll talk about it. Because if you guys haven't, like, Limited Run games, they put out some really nice shit. Like, especially if it's a game that you know that you're gonna like already and you've played already, like Scott Pilgrim, or like the recently. I think they're sending out the copy soon of the original Shantae, like the Game Boy Color version.
I'm getting that.
Yeah, I'm getting that. Did you get the one, like the really nice one?
I think so.
With like the actual Game Boy Color cart?
I think I had a heart attack that month because I spent a lot of money.
It cost a lot of money, yes.
Yo, Kisami, what's up, man?
Hey, Kiss! Yes, Limited Run games. Yeah, so I ordered the Shantae one. I've ordered 2 Shantae games. I think I ordered something else from them, but God, they have just such high quality items.
I usually just buy. I used to buy everything, but I've cut back down on collecting. So all I do is just buy. If it's a game I really liked and the special edition looks kind of cool, I'll buy that. So I've got Streets of Rage 4, but I didn't buy the crazy one. I bought the medium one because there was a super expensive one. I was like, oh, I can't do that. And then, like, if it's an indie game that I really liked, that I already bought on the PlayStation Network, but I just thought it was such a good game, I just buy it just to give that company some sale.
Well, and then they have the Hyper Light Drifter Special Edition for Switch.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
I wish I got the original Super Nintendo boxed one. Did you ever see that one from?
Yeah, that one's really nice.
I almost bought that. It never sold out for ages, and then when I finally was like in a financial position to be able to spend dumb money, it was gone. I was like, fuck. So yeah, that's the sound, man. Fuck, like that. So there's Java's like basically ever since Limited Run did well, all these companies started popping up. Go, yo, we'll make you packaging. So like, yeah.
Doesn't Fangamer, are they the ones that did the Celeste Collector's Edition? Yes, Fangamer does as well. They have the Stardew Collector's Edition, the Hollow Knight one.
The Stardew and Hollow Knight are good, and they're all good. Fangames is fucking good as well. I actually, as a company, I respect them a lot.
Who's that?
Fangamer? Yeah.
Well, of course, because they got the Bug Snacks merch.
Yeah. Wait, I didn't even buy it. Whoops.
Here, you want the link? Here you go.
Sorry, I got my Bug Snacks violence right here, baby. Let's go.
No, but you need the Strawbee plush.
Yeah, I do. I just want the physical copy. But yeah.
They only have it's PlayStation 4. Anyways, so last news, there's no fucking news. The last news is that I forget what day it was. Was it Thursday or Wednesday? Or Friday? I don't know. The Monster Hunter Rise demo came out, and it basically brought down the Nintendo eShop because everyone was downloading it. So I know Mocha played it and she enjoyed it. A lot of people I know downloaded it and played it. I still haven't. But I'm kind of surprised about it, honestly, because I'm assuming this has a lot to do with the success of Monster Hunter World. And I think that we should give like kudos to Capcom for coming out with World, which was way more approachable than the other Monster Hunter games, which I know Mocha, who's a total Monster Hunter elitist, has issues with it. But that helped me get into that game, honestly, to the point where I'm willing to play like the new one, which looks like it goes back to the like Double Cross 4 style, Monster Hunter game.
But what does Double Cross 4 style? What the hell does that mean?
It's just more complicated, and Mocha's the best person to ask, but it's more complicated.
Okay.
And more in depth and stuff. But the new game from Mocha is more knowledgeable about this than I am. But the Monster Hunter Rise seems like a combination of World and the old style Monster Hunter games. So it's kind of like Monster Hunter World was like almost like a training wheels for like the new Monster Hunter that's coming out. But they add like some new like mechanics and stuff into it. And it looks really good. And yeah, Mr. Longwell said he's enjoying it. I know I talked to a few people and they're really enjoying just even the demo. So, and that comes out in March, end of March. So
cool. All right. Are you gonna play the full release when it comes out?
World for popularizing it to the West and made it more accessible. This new one seems to be yes, and that's exactly what I was trying to say is that kudos to Capcom because they could have just like kept it as a niche game for like especially just specifically for Japan and hardcore fans in the West, right? But they decided, you know what, we're going to make a more approachable, not casual, but more approachable, easier to play, good ease in game. Because I played Double Cross before, and the way that they ease you into that game is not as good as World. I didn't feel prepared for my first monster.
Just quickly, are the menus still garbage?
In
the new one,
the menus in the new one look like they're similar to World.
All right. What's up, Frank? How you doing, buddy?
But yeah, it's World. World, when I played it, I felt like by the time like I got like kind of let out on my own, I felt ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The beginning of World does a good job of introducing you to the mechanics and what to do and how to do it. Whereas the other Monster Hunter games that I played didn't do that. And so Rise looks like it does the same thing too. Or they kind of expect that you've at least played World. So I'm excited for it. I probably will get it myself as well. But yeah, I know you're not a fan, right, Fox?
No, I played the first one on PS2, and I remember I was like, oh, all right, and I just never played them onwards. And then when I played Monster Hunter World, I just could not stand the menus, and I hated that the fact that monsters keep running away when you're fighting them. I was just like, and it just seems like you just wail on them and shit. It's just something about the gameplay mechanics of it. I just didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, what you're describing is basically Monster Hunter. So
yeah, that's
the core mechanics of Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I just want to fight and fucking kill them. Just give me. That's why I play Dark Souls. But no, I'm happy. I'm happy though that Capcom's. It's actually nice to have Capcom diversify. Because I'm getting worried sometimes Capcom's just become the Resident Evil company. I'm just like,
I guess, kinda. I mean, based on that leaked kind of roadmap that they have, what was on there? Dragon's Dogma 2. That's probably
yes. My penis is now erect.
Like they're doing a new Street Fighter, lots of Resident Evils. They're basically just going, they're digging in with Resident Evil.
And then one Power Stone, that Power Stone remake.
Power Stone, yep. And I think like an Onimusha game, maybe.
I didn't. No, there was no Onimusha.
There wasn't. Okay,
no,
but yeah, I mean. I think that from what I read, like when Monster Hunter, like a while after Monster Hunter World came out, that Capcom was even surprised how well Monster Hunter World did.
Good.
But which is weird. Like, why would you be surprised when you're purposely making something more approachable?
I still think I still think Japan has this ideology where Americans are dumb, or like the Western world's dumb, and they don't like Japanese games. Which is why, like...
Well, they try to... Remember in the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Where, like, all the Japanese games were trying to westernize as much as possible.
Yeah, and they were just garbage.
Like, Resident Evil is a great example.
Yeah, 5 was like... I don't hate 5. It's alright, but... And then 6...
But 5 and 6...
And then 6 is shit. Yeah. Lost Planet was like a... interesting game. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Actually, no. You know what?
Somehow they made 3 of them, but
Yeah, I keep forgetting there's 3, and then like Dead Rising. Dead Rising is actually kind of cool though.
yeah. Well, and then like they were even surprised. Like I remember Capcom being surprised that Tatsunoko versus Capcom was popular in the West. Like they just, I don't know. I guess to their credit, like I guess like I wouldn't expect Tatsunoko versus Capcom to be successful in the West. So
well, this is
I don't know.
Like ideally, I wish and I wish Konami as well, but I wish Capcom, because so guys, if you didn't know, so back in the Nintendo and Super Nintendo days, Capcom made these really fucking good Disney games. They were all really good, like all the Mickey Mouse games on Mega Drive,
DuckTales, Chippendales.
Yeah,
Tailspin.
Yeah, and then on Super Nintendo, you had Aladdin. I'm just trying to think. I don't think there's any other Disney games by Capcom on Super Nintendo, but they had all on Mega Drive, which is all the Mickey Mouse games, and they're all very good. And then on the PS2 and on the PS1 era, what did they make? I actually don't even remember what Capcom made in the PS1 era. Just a lot of fighting games and some good shit. But like, I thought the
Well, they did Resident Evil, Dino Crisis.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
The Mega Man Legends game, Mega Man.
But yeah, I feel. I wish like, and then the PS2 era, they started kind of experimenting a little bit. So you had like Beautiful Joe and Product Number 03. Do you remember that game?
Oh yeah.
And then like Killer 7 as well. Like I kind of wish Capcom went back to those weird experimental days, but I think those days are long gone when those big companies do experiments anymore. It's just too much of a risk.
Indie games are that. Well, because back then there was no indie market for console.
Yeah.
But now, like an indie game can get pretty much any indie game as long as you're like decent will get on a console. You know what I mean? So like the big companies don't have to rely on themselves, you know, to like innovate. They can just rely. Indies can do that for us now.
Yeah, but just because if you look at like something like Beautiful Joe, that's pretty Japanese, but it has like such a big budget behind it, and it's just very cool and unique and fresh. And like it'd just be cool to have shit like that again. But because I still think the Japanese indie game industry is very small, because like the only
very.
It's for another issue of Japan is they have an anti-self-employment type of thing where they don't. It's kind of cool. Well, no, sorry, it's respected in the culture to work, whereas it's not very cool to go on your own. So like the only indie game from Japan I can always think off the top of my head is Cave Story, and that's it. Cave Story, and also the other game he made, Hero Blaster. But yeah, that's about. Oh, and the Pixar Junk games, I think they're Japanese as well. But yeah, like I don't know. It'd just be kind of cool to see some medium budget weird shit that Capcom used to make in the PS2 era, and obviously Konami as well. But well, Konami's not going to make games ever again.
Well, there's just no, like I said, like the days of like the mid-tier games is gone.
It is.
That's where indies are fitting in. It's all just AAA now and indie. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, the middle tier is kind of
fine, but like it's. I will say, like, it's hard to find indie games. You have to go out of your way to like find, like, to do your own research on indie games.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like I said, there's one good YouTube channel that's I find consistent that the average person would watch and be like, oh, that game would appeal to them. And then I've got another channel he like does every fucking game that comes out. So like usually I have to like look at the trailer and go, is that good? No, it's good. Yeah. And then yeah, but anyway.
That's news.
That's news. News.
That's it.
News. Shoulder shrug.
There's no fucking news.
There's no news. Shoulder shrug. News.
Yeah. All right. Should we talk about our scrub of the week?
Scrub of the week.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, can I press the scrub of the week button? Let's go. I'm pressing the scrub button. Let's go. Alright, Pretzel. Scrubs. I don't want them.
Yes, we got scroobs. So this was inspired by the fact that I am playing Dark Souls on my stream. Ink Slime is playing Dark Souls. Crazy Hazy's playing Dark Souls. And like quite a few people are, right?
I almost played Dark Souls today.
Yeah. So it was my original scrub of the week was just Dark Souls Alpha Nerd Backseaters. But I've broadened it now to just backseaters / people that want to be the smartest person in the room.
Oh, what's up, Alyssa Memories?
For example, I talked about this on my last stream where I asked
Wait, do you
people, I was
stream?
like, no, I don't.
Okay.
This is all hypothetical. I asked, okay, so why do so sometimes one of the questions that almost always gets asked whenever I play Dark Souls or whenever someone else plays Dark Souls and I watch their stream is someone comes in and one of the first things they ask is this your first time playing? So I asked my chat, why do you think people ask that? And I got a mix of answers. I had some very optimistic answers, for example, from 8-Bit, saying, oh, well, I think it's because, people are looking for first timers because they like to see people suffer and experience things.
Yeah.
And then Mocha gave her answer, which is what my cynical brain says, which is they're looking for streams to backseat and to be the smartest person in the room for.
I agree with both of those analogies.
Like, I'm sure that there's a lot of people that are doing the former. That's what, if I ask, that's why I'm asking, right? Yeah. But I tend not to ask if it's someone's first time playing. I tend to look for the tags or just read the title and see if it says, no backseating, then I'm assuming you're probably playing it for the first time. But I assume that if people ask, then they're trying to figure out, is this a place I can come in and I can show off my nerd knowledge? And it seems to almost always be with hard games, but only specific hard games, right? Like, I've watched people play Celeste, and I've never seen people behave the way they
Celeste
do in like Dark Souls and Hollow Knight streams, trying to think what other ones. You've had, Mocha's had it with Monster Hunter. Mocha's had it with Persona. It's just bizarre. But it's nothing annoys me more as not even so much a streamer, because as a streamer, I just shut it down. I just say no backseat, right? It's more of as a viewer, it gets really annoying when I'm in someone else's stream and there's someone backseating, and I can tell that it's annoying the streamer. But they just don't tell them to shut up.
Yeah, when it comes to backseating, because I watched Crash play Dark Souls for the first time, and his actual fucking title was "First Time Dark Souls, No, I Don't Want Your Help." And
that's a great title. That's a perfect title.
And yeah, and like I literally I copy and paste his title, so someone comes and goes, "Hey, do you need help?" I'd at them and copy and paste the title of the stream to them. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they clearly don't want to read. And he literally finished and I was impressed. He actually finished the entire game with no help at all. Like, he actually figured
really?
Yeah, it was because like when I played it, I'm a bit of a researcher, so usually I finish an area off, and then I might go back to that area and like try and like just find everything. Because I have an obsession of just finding everything, because Dark Souls does a really good job of hiding cool shit, and it's just so rewarding. It's so rewarding, especially number 2, the best one, sucked in Poppy Eric. Number 2's the best one, eat a dick cunt. So
should we go into Poppy Eric's channel right now and tell him that just go? Do you want to just like pause the stream right now, go into Poppy Eric's stream, and just say, "Hey, doing podcast right now. Wanted to let you know Dark Souls 2's best Dark Souls. Bye."
Should I do a 100-bit donation as well while I do that?
Yeah, I'll do it right now. Hold on. Everyone go ahead and go onto Poppy Eric's channel.
Alright. Should I do it?
I'm going to do it right now.
Hold on, I'm looking at the stream now. Let's do it. Let's go on Poppy Eric's stream.
Hold on, I got to get more bits.
I'll clip it.
Okay.
Alright. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm doing it right now.
Alright, hold up. Get internet. I gotta do this.
I didn't. Maybe don't load today. Feel free to chat. Feel free to not.
We will talk. I'll make an announcement about it.
What's up, dude? How you doing this morning?
Where's Pretzel coming in?
Lights will go.
All right, here you go. Ready?
Yeah, ready.
2, 1.
Franco's something of a daredevil, isn't he?
Hell yeah, dude.
You're good, dude.
Hey,
That's good to hear.
Poops. Doing a podcast right now, and Fox wanted to let you know that Dark Souls 2 is the best Dark Souls, and to get sucked in, you nerd. Smile.
Did you stop your podcast to come over here and tell me that, you little shit? Dark Souls 2 is not the best Dark Souls. No fucking way, dude. Not even you believe that, Prince. Imagine betraying your own beliefs, dude. Imagine betraying your own...
Self-promo for 100 bits.
Yeah, look at him coming in and self-promoing. Look at these two. They actually run a pretty good podcast, guys. You should go check them out. You didn't see me, did you? Nah. You
Alright, let's
go back to work.
Alright, so go back to boom, boom, boom.
Also,
Alright.
guys, watch Poppy. Poppy's hilarious.
Good fucking stream.
He was he
was
won 2020's Golden Dog Best Streamer Award.
Actually, have I got you back, Pretzel? Yes, I did. Sick. Alright,
Yeah.
cool.
So go ahead and finish your saying about Dark Souls, about like the exploration.
Yeah, so like when I played it, well, what's the point I was trying to make? Oh, I just was super impressed that crashed the entire game about backseating. So guys, did you know you actually don't need help in the game at all? Like the actual game does give you enough clues and shit to work it out yourself. So you don't actually need some like guy to come in and tell you where to go. So the satisfaction of the game is overcoming the self-belief that you can't finish the game, and that when you do it, you're like, oh my god, I just did it. I didn't think I could, but I did it. That is the power of the souls. Like I'll never forget when I first played Demon Souls, man, and just playing that first level took me hours and hours and hours, and like I was just standing back with the soul arrow as a royalty class, just going bzoo, bzoo.
Mm-hmm.
And then even like the first boss, I think I died like 3 or 4 times on it. And then I remember just when the game opens up so I could do any level, it took me so long to do another level. Like it took me fucking ages. And then I remember, guys, like when I played Demon Souls, let me tell you, when Dark Souls came out, it was already like kind of like people like Dark Souls. This is the comparison. Demon Souls sold like probably less than 200,000 copies in the world. That's including Japan. Whereas Dark Souls sold like 1 million plus over 360 and PS3. And yeah, so when I played Demon Souls, I had no help. All the special edition came with like a little walkthrough. I didn't know how to upgrade weapons. I didn't know anything. All I did was I used the Crescent Falchion for the entire game. So I was doing like shit all damage on most bosses, but I still did it. And I was just using magic most of the time. And it was such a cool feeling, like just beating it, and I remember just learning about like all these like weird hidden mechanics that are only in Demon Souls. They never repeat. There's always cool mechanics that never repeat in the rest of the Souls games. But yeah, that's the best bit of the game, is like feeling that I can't do it, and then you realize, wait, hold up, that pattern's like, alright, I can dodge that if I do that, or I can block it doing that, okay, and then you just progress, you just go, I did it. No game captures that feeling. And like I said, oh, you go.
I felt that way the first time. So the first Souls style game that I played was Bloodborne.
Yeah.
So like Meg got me a PlayStation 4 for Christmas one year, and the first thing I downloaded was Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Because all I knew about it was I had seen video and images, and I'm like, you know what, it looks cool, it looks like my style. Never played it before, I'll download it and play it. It's an exclusive. And I will never forget the first time I beat Cleric Beast. And I know that it's like a bitch boss, but like it took me a while, it felt overwhelming, but then I did it, and like Meg was watching me fight it and stuff, and I was just hooked from then on. And I figured it out on my own. You know, I was like, oh, okay, I need to do blind spots, and you know, my health regenerates if I hit more, so if I get hit, don't back out, just go in and keep hitting to recover health, you know. And it's just been, you know, that feeling, if someone ruined that for me by trying to tell me, hey, make sure you're always between his legs, his blind spot's back here, you know, oh, if you shoot him in the head, you know, in the initial first phase, then you can get a free, visceral attack or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that would have ruined it, you know, for me. But
yeah, so hold up. So so you're gonna go to the Cleric base, and then some guy's like, hey, Pretzel, did you know if you shoot him in the head, you get a repass attack? Hey, did you know the blind spot's behind the leg? Hey, did you know if you use fire, it does more damage? Hey, did you know if you focus on hitting the big arm, it actually just stun locks it, and then it does the thing? Hey, did you know in Bloodborne you can be more aggressive because you have the health rally mechanic? Hey, did you... Like, that would suck.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess it all comes down to, like, what let's like, I guess let's dig deeper. What about as a streamer is why is backseating so annoying? Let's kind of delve into this. Why is backseating so annoying?
Because the streamer is playing a game and he or she are playing the game, but if someone comes and backseats them, they're not playing the game anymore. They're playing the game with others. No, he's proud. You have good sleep.
Night, proud.
Night, proud. Take care, handsome. That's probably the big issue there. It creates
so
that.
That's part of it. It's like my first reaction when someone like wants to backseat is I'm like, go play the game then. If you want to play it, go play it. But like, I think for me, like Mocha said, like it fills the chat with dumb shit. It's not really like, you're just coaching. You're not interacting with chat. You're not interacting with the streamer. You're not interacting with, other people in chat really. You know what I mean? That's why I just refuse to watch Hollow Knight streams. Because it's very rarely, especially with people that are like really adamant about the game, people like interacting with the streamer, interacting with other viewers. It's mostly just talking about Hollow Knight and trying to tell people where to go and what to look for and shit
up,
like that.
left,
talk
up.
About how awesome
no, other way.
They are at the game.
Up, left, up.
Yeah, exactly.
With stream fucking delay.
And I get Zeusify and Haley. I think it's the same. Those two things as well. It feels like they're trying to flex. You know what I mean? It's like my answer was, I think when I posed that question to my stream, my answer was I thought that it was often people wanting to find a stream where they can go into and pretend to be the smartest person in the room.
That comes back down to insecurities.
Yeah, I think so. You know what I mean? They want to go in and they want to be like, oh, well, I happen to know where the illusion wall is. Oh, I know where that spell is. I can tell you where it is because I'm awesome. I played the game already. Yeah. It's like, I just don't get the mindset. There is a lot of insecurity behind it, it feels like. At that point, it doesn't feel like it's about watching someone play the game. It's about, I don't know, like playing it by proxy while also just kind of stroking your ego that you know the game already. Like, and there's not much achievement in just already knowing the game. You know what I mean? I can do that with any game I go in if I've played it before.
I'll just write Mocha's comment. Yeah, that's what annoys me the most. Remember that one person came in and wanted to let me know all the changes and shit and didn't respond to you or anyone else? Only wanted to tell me shit, and I told him I'm big and nerd here. Everything you told me is pretty meaningless. And they left pretty quickly. Just makes him look at them like the biggest dick in the room.
Playing Monster Hunter Rise demo, and like they came in, they're like, "Oh, they nerfed this, and oh, they did that," and Mocha's like, "Listen, I've been playing them for a long time. I already know this shit."
Haley's got a good point. If I want help, I'll look at the orange writing on the floor, not unsolicited advice. And did you know, Haley, the reason why they put that advice in the game is because Hidetaka Miyazaki wanted to create an online connected world where the world is cryptic and that the clues on the ground, that the players would be using the clues to help you get through it. And that's why they put the red ghost as well, so that you could see where someone last died, to kind of give you a hint of danger ahead, because they knew people would say the game's too hard, but if they give them enough clues and shit, that you'd kind of work it out. And that's what I did a lot in Demon's Souls, man. Jesus Christ, I fucking looked at every fucking dead body and bloodstained and every single little shit on the ground. And this is before people started trolling a right tongue butthole or jump here when there's clearly
large chest ahead.
Oh, that fucking meme. Whatever. So yeah, like the game's designed like that. A good sign is someone wants help though. Oh my god, Naomi, is that common sense? Yeah, correct, Naomi. Bloody Dark Souls nerds. Yeah, but you know what, guys? Let's just not pick on Dark Souls people. There's bad people.
No. The only reason I bring up Dark Souls specifically is because that's more like contemporary to the discussion, in the sense that like I've been playing it, Ink Slime's playing it, Crazy's playing it, a bunch of people that I've been seeing recently have been playing it. And yeah, I just noticed it. But yeah, go ahead. What are some other examples, Fox? What other games other than like Hollow Knight? Hollow Knight's a great example.
So Hollow Knight is the worst one by far. Like, I hate those people so much. Because at least with Dark Souls people, they will at least, even though they do flex, they do at least play other games. Whereas I genuinely believe Hollow Knight people will just play Hollow Knight to the day they fucking die until Silksong comes out, and they'll play those 2 games on a continuous loop. Like, I've never met such a weird group of people in my entire life. Because, like, think about, like, Shin Megami people. I'm sure they love Shin Megami, but I'm sure they play other JRPGs. They just love Persona the most. But I'm sure they try other shit out. Not that often, but they still try it. Whereas Hollow Knight people are just like, and you know what's weird about Hollow Knight people? Why don't they go play Super Metroid? Why don't they play that? It's like the best fucking Metroidvania ever. For some of that, also Times King Hearts. Final Fantasy doesn't have backseaters though of hard corners because Final Fantasy games aren't that hard. Final Fantasy fans are another annoyingness of. We could probably talk about that.
Just lore nerds and elitists.
Final Fantasy nerds, I hate them for a different reason because they only play one Final Fantasy or 2 out of the 15. If you love this franchise so much, go and play all more, you little shit fucker. Fucking Slay the Spire backseats count. Just help. Oh, Slay the Spire. I haven't actually roguelikes.
Darkest Dungeon too. Darkest Dungeon gets backseaters.
My Darkest Dungeon experience has been really positive though. The only idiot that came was Great Hat, who came in my chest. Oh, you playing this again? But he likes Hollow Knight, so fuck him. Great Hat, go eat a dick. I'll tell him to eat a dick next time he comes to Adelaide. And
Kingdom Hearts fans are also just nerds. They're just lore nerds.
I guess we're calling back down to difficulty. I guess. I only had one bad Devil May Cry person. I guess maybe because in my chat I had Pepe already tell me what to do. So maybe the other nerds were like, "Oh, he's the alpha, so we better step back." Because Pepe is actually a fucking is really good at that game, so I trust his judgment. Whereas anyone else in the chat, I'm like,
That's the thing I have seen so many times where like I put no backseating, but like Mocha knows me well enough that like she's like, "Hey, just go here," and that's all I need to know. You know what I mean? But I've seen it in my stream and in other streams where like randos are in and they're like, I thought you said no backseating, and in my head, or what it really means is no backseating from people I don't know. Trust.
My favorite backseating incident ever was poor Slappy Jack when he was missing that one item, and people were like, "Oh, where is it?" And he's like, "Oh, I think it's in this room here." No, it's that, and then people just arguing which room it was in, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" And then as soon as I worked out which item it was, people was going, "Okay, Slappy, it's in that room there. No, that room there. No, that one. No, that one. No. And I just went, Slappy, here's a picture of where to go. Thanks, bro. And I'll never forget, from that stream onwards, he's like, hey, Fox, can you tell me where it goes? You always seem to explain things well. I'm like, yeah, it's because I give you the actual answer, not the fucking... But anyway, I don't know, for whatever reason...
Slay the Spire is bad? I didn't think Slay the Spire would be bad. Persona fans are just annoying. They're just annoying.
I find that my Darkest Dungeon experience has been really good. I think maybe it's because I am the actual Darkest Dungeon Lord. So people have been watching me to like learn how to play the game. Because I'm just so good at it. Except for my fucking Django. I'm so mad at Django. Anyway,
Psychoist says a lot of people see the no spoilers tag and assume backseating is fine. That's the thing, yeah. Like, I just don't get why anyone would come in and their first instinct is, I am going to backseat. Like, I just don't get that mindset at all, period. Like, I'm going to go into a stream, watch someone play, and tell them how to play or where to go. You know what I mean? And this isn't even spoilers. Like, if you're going to give spoilers, that's just being a troll and being an idiot, right? But, like, going into a stream of someone playing a game and just deciding, like, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to spend my time doing? I'm going to go into this rando stream playing this game that I like, and I'm just going to tell them what to do. Like, I just don't get it.
Insecurities.
Yeah.
It's because you're not insecurity about showing off to people in that aspect. Because we all, deep down, we all want to be accepted in life and be... These people are like outcasts, if you think about it. Because why would you be on Twitch watching the same game over and over again and flexing knowledge? You want someone to acknowledge you. This is why I say in my channel,
yeah, you want you want someone to be like, oh, you must like really be good at this game.
It's like, yeah, I am. That's why I like, for me, like, that's why I say my channel, if you don't want your butt to be kissed, go somewhere else, because I will not fucking kiss your butt. I don't give a fucking shit how good you're at a game. If I like you and I respect you, then I'll be like, yeah, of course you're good at the game. But if you're just some wanker that comes in and goes, oh, I'm so good at this game, I don't give a shit. What do you fucking do? I can tell you.
Like Mr. Lone Wolf, that thing can be solved just by Twitch integration. Just let Twitch decide it. Fuck it.
I would just like, I don't know if it's community, but they just can't help themselves. Okay. What's up, Bark Ruffle? How you doing, handsome? One incident, like I'll give you an example of backseating IRL. I remember, not IRL, but like flexing. I remember in my at work, this is like last year, so I was in a different team. We were talking about something we were proud of, and I said, "Oh, I'm really proud that I got a black belt." And I got it I got my black belt when I was 30 or 31. I don't know what the timeline is. I think 31, I guess, or 30. Anyway, so I got a black belt. I'm pretty happy with that because like I'm not very flexible, so taekwondo to me is harder for me to do because I'm just not a flexible person. So it's hard for me to do all the wicked kicks and shit, but I still did it. To the best of my ability. I'm still a decent fighter. Like I can't. There's some black belt kids I will not beat up ever. Like unless if I trained every day. But there's a few that I could easily beat the fuck out of. Anyway, this girl in my class, in my work, she's like, "Oh, I've got a black belt too. When did you get it?" And I said, "Oh, I got it this season. I got it when I was 12 years old." And like she was flexing that on me. And you know what's the worst thing? Like, I know this is super mean, and if this is gonna offend people in the chat, I don't give a fuck. This woman is grossly obese. I'm just like, yeah, cool, you got it when you were 12 and then you let yourself go. So, yeah, I like to see you do I like to see, fight still at your peak when you were 12 or whatever, however old you were. And, like, but I can't say that. I can't just go... And this is the thing, you can't beat backseaters. Because what are you going to do? You're going to flex back on them? It doesn't... Unless if, like, unless it's a socially acceptable situation, it's just hard to flex back on them. I just naturally assume I'm pretty average in most games. I only give advice on games the stream ask for it, and I feel like the no game will have to give solid advice. I'm like that, Bark Ruffler. I'm more of a... I just go on gamesfaq.com. If someone asks like a specific location or whatever, I'll just look that up because they're experts. This is the thing. Like, this is actual life advice, right? Don't take advice from people who don't have the result you want. So don't ever take fitness advice from someone who doesn't have six-pack abs. So only take fitness advice from Zeus. Don't take dieting advice unless it's from someone who's got the result you want. Don't take financial advice from someone unless they have the result you want. Don't take this advice. Yada yada yada. List goes on. Don't take advice from. Do you know how many times parents give you advice? It's shit. Most of the time, your parents' advice is garbage. Like, realistically, the only advice I'd take from, like, I guess my mom would be like cooking, cleaning, and I guess dealing with tough situations, but still, like, it's always better to get sources from different people. So that's why, like, when like Pepe was telling me how to play Devil May Cry, I trust him because he has the result I want. He's finished the game on Dante Must Die S ranks, so he has the result I want. So I'll listen to him. But if some idiot comes in the chat, and this comes back down to the number one reversal of all time. So when I played Vanquish, if you guys know what Vanquish is, they won Golden Dogs Award Best Remaster of last year. And if you haven't played the game, please leave my channel and go play it.
And if you haven't watched the Golden Dog Awards, they're on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Pretzel's got them on YouTube now. It's fucking awesome. Now, Scuba, I'm talking a story, so if you are there thinking I'm hogging the conversation, fuck off, Scuba. That was so loud. That was louder than the time when you screwed up Papa Eric and scared him.
Oh, when he was on the podcast and I just screamed at him?
No one gives a fuck. When I played Vanquish, right? Vanquish is one of the hardest platinum trophies I've ever got, and there's a challenge called Challenge Mission 6, which is insanely hard. You think whatever you've done in gaming is hard? This is harder. Obviously, there are harder games like Super Meat Boy doing all the games no deaths, or Stardew Valley, because that's the hardest game in the world.
It is.
But yeah, Vanquish...
Isolation as well.
But Vanquish is honestly like top tier, one of the hardest ones. I did it on PS3. It took me 16 hours to do Challenge Mission 6. This guy comes to my stream. I'm doing it on PS4 again. So go Bark off. This is the story. So Bark was there. So this guy comes in and he goes, "Oh, he actually asked, can I give you advice?" And I said to him, "Look, I've actually already finished this game. I'm pretty good at it. Like, you can tell me stuff, but I kind of already know. So go for it, dude." And he goes, "Oh, did you know you could do this?" "Yes, I already know that." "Did you know you could do this?" "Yes, I know that." And then I said to him, "Wait, hold up. Have you actually done the hardest challenge in this game?" He's like, because he saw me die. He's like, "Oh, why are you dying?" He's like, "Oh, because it's hard." And no, you're good, Buck Ruffalo. Anyway, this idiot goes. So I asked him, "Wait, have you done this before?" He goes, "Oh, no, I haven't." I was like, wait, so I should be giving you advice how to do this then. Alright. So I full backseated him playing the game. I explained play by play every single fucking move and explained it to him how to play the game. And I was like, this is fun, isn't it? This is awesome. I'm coaching you how to play this game, so one day you could do it yourself, because I've already done it, because I've got the result. You haven't got the result. And I even showed it to him on my PS3 account. But anyway, fuck him. People like, go fuck. What about people who backseat the way you are meant to enjoy the game? AKA the Mega Man X situation.
Oh, yeah. I've had that before, too. Especially, like, because if you guys know me, it's a meme at this point, but for a lot of games, I don't care about the lore of the game. Like Dark Souls, I don't care. Kingdom Hearts, I didn't care. I very rarely do, right? And so I've had people, like, try to explain lore to me, or, like, ask me, oh, why aren't you paying attention to the cutscene and all this shit? And yeah, people like just don't understand. Like, I don't need the full context of the lore to enjoy the game. And also, I don't like Sonic R because I'm edgy.
It's a good soundtrack though.
But it's a good soundtrack.
It's one of the best soundtracks out there.
That kind of comes to backseating, I guess. But yeah, it's like trying to tell you like how to enjoy the game. Like the way that you're playing it is not the way to enjoy it or something. You know what I mean? Like the example you gave is probably the best example I can think of, where someone's like, "Oh, you're using a guide,
Yeah.
so you're not, you're not enjoying it correctly."
Yeah. So for me, as a wee child, I've used walkthroughs majority of my life, because for me, when I played, say, Final Fantasy, and I missed out a treasure chest that had a sick item in it, there was no like, oh man, I missed an item. Oh man, I gotta pay attention. It was more like, fuck! Ugh! Like actual rage. And like, I don't like it. Especially some of those games had point of no returns as well, so you couldn't go back to it. That fucked me off so much. Like, I remember Final Fantasy VIII, I missed out on Siren, because you have to, in one of the bosses, you have to draw it out of it. If you don't, too bad, you don't get Siren for the rest of the whole game. Or like Diablos, if you don't summon him from the lamp, or there's another boss as well, you gotta do something. I don't like it. It's just not me. So yeah. For me, I don't like, but like, because I know Dark Souls, you can backtrack to areas no problem at all, and the game's designed that you could technically kill the boss and then go back and explore it if you wanted to. So I have no problem in Dark Souls to not use a guide, but then sometimes I'll finish an area and maybe I'll get the guide and I'll go through a checklist to see if I got every item, because I just genuinely like finding all the items. So in the script, yes, it did, Mr. Lone. It did. It made me that. It actually made me that fucking angry as a kid, all the time. I hated it.
You can install Minecraft though. You know how to do that.
Yeah, it's not hard. I don't know what Mojang is. It's just a company that made $1 billion. But you know, whatever, Brett Scooper. I'll give him the bite. Some guy came to a stream and I was on legit say, "Can I backseat because the way you're playing is a disgrace to disgrace hardcore Dark Souls fans." What, Psycho Wiz? I'm glad it had no water in my mouth, because I would have.
It's a disgrace to virgins everywhere.
And like, so for me, and because I'm streaming as well, and I'm very time conscious as well, and I want to finish games. I don't want to spend too much time on a game. So for me, I enjoy challenges. But in regards to finding collectibles, just tell me where it is. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't have that satisfaction. In Dark Souls, don't tell me where it is, because I know the game's designed so you can backtrack. But like something like Mega Man X, like the levels aren't that like, oh my god, because I figured it out.
Or even like
there's no like
basically Naughty Dog games.
Oh my god. This is how you play Naughty Dog games. One hand on the control, the other hand with a fucking walkthrough telling which collectible is. That was Anarchy trying to get 1,000 Gamescom Fogs. Hell yeah! If you need help, because I don't think there's any proper guides out there. I still remember some of the achievements, but not all, because there's some things.
If you need Fox to backseat you, Anarchy, he'll do it.
Yeah. So yeah, like to me, that's how I enjoy games. That's why I did that self-inflicted challenge on Mega Man using X-Buster only. Or something like, say, what's another game I did a self-inflicted challenge on? I don't remember. I know I've done a few. But that's how I enjoyed the game. I truly believe, though, if you play Dark Souls, you have to play it solo, no summons, melee. But
Your first time?
I truly believe you have to. But if you're just that bad,
Oh yeah, Cuphead all S. That was a self-imposed because you don't need S ranks to plat it.
yeah, that's right. Oh, thank you, Psych. It was I was there just for the pure joy of the game because I just love it. I always do solo. Whereas
That's not a hard plat though. It's not a hard plat.
nah, Stardew Valley is way harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 hours, baby. Let's go. 5 hours. Let's go. But yeah, like I truly believe that's the way to play the game. But Miyazaki understood that not everyone is gonna find the game, so that's why he put notes on the ground. That's why he put NPC summons in the game. That's why he put magic in the game. So I guess it gives people the option. I truly believe you have to play it solo, melee, no summons. But if it gets more people playing the game, I think that's fine. But I still think you should.
Yeah.
Or even if you just want to finish the first time summons and then just go back to it, do it solo, just so you get the experience. That's
That's what I've done before. If there's like a specific fight or something, so like I'm playing Dark Souls 3 and like it's self-imposed kind of challenge this time was no summons, nothing, right? And so like I just beat Pontiff. That was the first time I beat Pontiff solo because I always had issues with it.
Mocha said no.
Shut
respect.
up, Mocha. No, I can't play Dark Souls with it. Okay, here's the thing. I talk about this on stream, okay? Behemoth went back and was watching Mocha play, like a VOD of Mocha playing Pokemon a while ago.
Can you
And
respect Pokemon?
Behemoth messaged me and said he was dying laughing because even then I was on my own playing Dark Souls remastered on the Switch, off stream, and even in her chat I was talking about how I was respecking my character. I was just starting over and just respecking. So that's just the way I play. I do it all the time. I start with one thing, I figure out if I like it or not. If I don't, then I go to something else I like, or I redo it. So I don't care.
Like,
don't tell me how to play a game.
What's up, Adebe? When, like, for example, like something like Dragon's Dogma, right? I had to use a guide to find all the side quests because it was just a bit obtuse sometimes. If I didn't use that guide and just played the game normally, and I didn't use the guide and I didn't find the side quest, then I would have not experienced the full storyline, and then I would have just played Dragon's Dogma, beat the dragon, and then be like, oh, is it after game? Our game was alright. Because that's what made the game like an A game to a fucking S tier, S+++ on Ikaruga tier, with a Stardew Valley blindfolded, because that's the hardest trophy in the game.
Yeah.
So, like, doing that, like, because I had the guy there telling me how to play the game, like where all the quests were, I was like, oh, and then I saw how it pieces together to the secret ending, and because of that, I fucking love the game even more. And plus, like, doing min-maxing my damage as well, so I could kill the bosses quicker in the DLC area. It was like a lot of fun. So yeah, it's just play the game how you want to play and have fun. I think that's the bottom line. And don't backseat.
If they ask, the only time I recently respect was I thought that I was just like somewhat curious about having sex with you, but then I respect to absolutely must have sex with you.
Yeah, that's Dragon's dog. Mom, did you hear about the dog that can breathe fire? Son, yeah, that's Dragon's dog, Ma. Oh my god. I hate Buck Ruffalo.
That's an Emily.
That's an Emily.
What about that?
Dragon's your dogma. Your dogma. Maybe I'll play Dragon's Dogma soon. Because I got him PS4 so I can redo it again. Ban Buck Ruffalo? Nah, promote him to fucking #1 favorite viewer. So yeah, I guess bottom line is, as Twitch viewers, if someone's backseat, maybe actually, you know what? What's up? Yeah, Modem. Yeah, fuck Django. Actually, Django, I hate you right now. You and Adair Bear can go fuck yourself. You fucked me over in Darkest Dungeon. You guys can both fucking die. Well, you already did because you sucked. Your character's shit. How is Dragon's Dogma? It's very good. Imagine if Skyrim was a good game. That's what Dragon's Dogma is. It's just incredible. It's got a really cool storyline. It has a really good secret ending game. Well, Jeff, in my chat, you don't exist because you died. You died in my game, you piece of shit. And I needed you. I needed that DPS. But yeah, so So I guess bottom line is I guess we're trying to make Twitch better, so making Twitch lives better. We should encourage people. Obviously, don't backseat. If the streamer asks for, they'll ask for advice if they're stuck. It's not that hard. And usually, do you know how many times I've gone to Twitch by? It's like, I'll ask for help if I need to. So obviously, they've been backseated enough if you put that in there. And the other thing is, if you see someone backseat in the chat, maybe just add them, and be like, yo.
Yeah, never be afraid to call out backseaters. Especially if it's like, I mean, really the onus is on the streamer, right? The onus is on the streamer to shut that shit down, or mods. But like, that's an awkward position unless you know the streamer doesn't want it. Because the last thing, like, as a viewer that I would want is if especially if it's in a stream, I'm only casually a viewer in, and I see someone backseating, if I ask them, hey, try not to backseat, and then the streamer is like, oh no, Pretzel, it's okay, I don't mind a little help here and there, they're just trying to be helpful, you know. But yeah, like, if you're in a stream and you know the community and you know the streamer well enough and you know they don't want it, just tell them, just shut it down.
Yeah. I feel like we're at this stage where it's like people are okay to stand up for their political beliefs and shit, no matter how batshit crazy they are. But then when it just comes to, like, on Twitch, just like someone just being just not even that bad, just a little bit annoying. Just like, hey dude, do you mind not backseating the streamer?
That's one of, I mean, I think we've talked about this before. If we haven't, then that's a topic we need to talk about in the future, is people in your community or in your chat that aren't necessarily doing anything bannable or against TOS, but are just annoying.
Or just,
you know what I mean?
or just, I don't call it annoying, I call it ever annoying.
Yeah.
I prefer to call it that.
Something that's not like, and I mean, I'll briefly touch on this, and this is advice I've given people before, and advice that I take to heart, which is that, like, I've seen so many people where I've talked to them or talked to other people about it, and I'm like, people are being weird or annoying in their chat, and I message them like, hey, why you might want to, like, time them out or ban them. And the response I almost always get is, well, they haven't done anything bannable, or they haven't done anything against the rules or anything like that.
How many times?
My number one rule is, if I don't like you, then go away.
How many times have you said when people come to your Twitch channel, like, I'm just here just vibing, I'm just chilling, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's such a stupid word. What does it even fucking mean? But basically what it means is they've come here because they want to enjoy the vibe. But sometimes people aren't doing necessarily something bannable, but they are destroying the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
So just
I can't tell you how many streams I've been to where one person being there makes me not want to go to that stream ever again.
Yeah, correct.
Especially if they're regulars and they're annoying. Evan.
Yeah, ever annoying. Because, like, there's some streams I go onto, I'm just like, oh, he's here, great, and I'm just like, or he or she's here, and like, I just don't feel like talking. I don't want to create that environment. Guys, if there's anyone in my chat that besides Pretzel that makes you feel uncomfortable to come in, just let me know, or let my mods know if you don't feel comfortable.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. Sometimes the penis just comes out of the boxer hole. I care less if someone spoils something I really enjoy. Backseating the stream is also backstreaming some viewers. A lot of games I watch on here are games I've never seen. I don't want my first experience seeing a game to be illustrated by some fuckhead in chat. That's another good point. That's a good point as well. Because that's the thing. And Frosty, like, I'm one of those people, I don't care about spoilers. Like if a movie's coming out or something, for example, when, like, what was it? Marvel's Avengers Infinity or whatever. The Thanos Snap movie, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I read reviews and I watched videos with spoilers before I watched it. It didn't ruin my experience seeing it, right? I'm just one of those people that spoilers don't bother me, right?
What about?
But I know that spoilers bother other people.
What about people? Once if someone ruined Silent Hill 2 for you, like, told you the twist?
Maybe. It still doesn't, like, knowing the twist doesn't lessen my experience. And I think that that's my perspective. Is if it's good with the twist, it should be okay after you know the twist. There's a reason why, for example, like Sixth Sense, I don't really want to watch it after the first time because it's all twist. You know, Silent Hill 2 is not all twist. There's so much more to it. You know what I mean?
Because I guess you know, a good point about Sixth Sense, because I like Sixth Sense, but once was enough. But, like, Unbreakable, I've watched it a few times. Even though I know what the twist is, I actually just like that film. It's just a bit more more interesting.
Yeah.
That's his better film. Thanks for the 50 bits, Anonymous.
Well, that's the problem with a lot of, well, we're going into movies, but that's the problem with M. Night Shyamalan as he went further and further along, is his movies just became all twist. All twist. That's all it was. And you were just sitting there for an hour and a half waiting for the twist.
Yeah.
And so the hour
What
and a
the
half
twist?
leading up to it was pointless.
I don't know if you saw the Robot Chicken sketch with M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes,
It's
I
like,
have seen
hey,
that.
wow, what the twist? Every single moment. If someone spoils a backseats,
Turtle
I
Boy!
no longer want them there. Okay. Yo, Turtle Boy, what's up, man? Long time no see, man. It's like a twist.
Psycho twist.
For movies, sometimes spoilers make the outcome better. I hate spoilers for games, though. See, I personally, I don't want storylines spoiled, so that's why I actually managed to avoid all spoilers for Last of Us 2, because I want the full emotional impact of the twist to see how I'd react to it, and then I can process it later. And then same with movies, actually. You know what? I'm just don't spoil the stories for me. Gameplay elements, look, I'll play it, I'll work it out, but I kind of use guides a lot of times when I play a game anyway, because I'm so time conscious. I just don't want to, waste time doing second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth playthroughs and shit like that. I'm a bit different. But I think everyone's got their own there's no right or wrong answer. Just it's consent. Comes back down to consent.
Yeah.
Because I feel like everyone's got a different way of enjoying it. There is a general consensus, but just ask the person how they do it. Some people want no spoilers at all, like no spoilers. But then some people go, hey, story yes, game no. People like game yes, story no. Whatever. Like, don't ever tell me the storyline. Like, I'll refuse to ever ruin the ending for Silent Hill 2 for someone, because I want someone to enjoy the game for themselves and see that fucking slap in that face.
I did the same thing with Shattered Memories with Mocha and stuff. I didn't tell her the ending. Same with
oh my, I gotta play Shadow Memories.
the missing JJ Macfield. I bought her the game or something like that, and I told her, you're gonna really like it. I just can't tell you why you're gonna like it.
So I already know
because it's important, and once you play the game and you get that ending and you understand the context, it recontextualizes everything in the game that you did up to that point.
Cool. I actually like that point, though. So what's Bark roughly? Even if they haven't broken rule, if they're changing the vibe or chat or show signs of habits that shouldn't be in the community for the channels I mod, I'll give one warning. And everybody says, I ban. If you don't shut down those things early, they tend to get worse and more complex. Yes,
absolutely.
Because you get complex situations like Evan.
There's nothing wrong with having a rule that basically is, if I don't like you, you're gone. That can be your rule. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and that's why I always tell people,
you can give him as many chances as you feel comfortable with. But like, if you don't like him, you can just get rid of him.
Like, remember, guys, this is your own self-employed business. You don't have to serve every customer.
Yeah, exactly.
The customer is always right. Does not apply on Twitch.
No, and I mean, there's a reason why like Twitch is not going to punish you for banning someone for like your own reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's no like Twitch, counsel, parole counsel, or probation officer that's going to like, review the ban and be like, oh, well, this was an unwarranted ban, so we're gonna let them come back to your channel.
Man. Who's Evan? He's a person that's in Duos, Slappies, mine, Crazies, C-Dubs. He's just an annoying alpha nerd with very bad social skills, and it's not my job to fix him. And he just ruins vibes. He's just an absolute vibe. He's just a buzzkill.
Well, that's the thing, Mark. Like, TOS is the bare minimum rules you need to follow, and then your channel can have your own rules. So, like, TOS is just a given. Just follow TOS, right? But then, like, you have, like, that's why so many people put rules in about their panels, right? So, because they need to follow those rules.
Not a streamer, so feel free to ignore. I'm not ignoring. I'm reading out Digital Scholar. Cop that, you dog cunt. I'm reading out your comment. I'm reading out loud. So Digital Scholar. All right. So guys, Digital Scholar. He's subscribed for 3 months. Digital Scholar. Let me just repeat his name again. Digital Scholar put a comment. So he says, feel free to ignore. I'm not ignoring. I'm going to read it out loud. Digital Scholar. I find Twitch should be like any business. I have people come to my stores and do nothing wrong, but after I have to put $200 USD dollars of snacks and stuff an early ban does help keep order. Yeah, exactly. So, and Critical Conceal, what's up, Criticon? It's your boy, Criticon. Let's go. Yeah. So, I guess this comes back down to backseating, and we always go on these weird tangents, don't we?
That's fine.
I guess that's what a podcast is about, right? It's super important to protect your people. And what's up, Jen? How you doing, Vape Queen?
Jen!
Wait, hold up. You can't say my two fave people when. Do it. Jen, you can't say two of your fave people when you clearly like Scuba the best. Any stream is a service, and the providers their right to deny service. Exactly. Like, bars can deny people the right to service. So Twitch is similar, man. If someone is talking and just ruins the mood, like I always say, guys, if you see someone's chat, you don't like them, and you feel like they are ruining the mood, there's nothing wrong with messaging the streamer or the mod and say, hey, this person just said this and that. I've had other people there are some people on my channel that are a little bit borderline. They don't come by enough, so it's okay. But if they were here every day, there'll be a situation. But all right, time to have a conversation. Well, if I break TOS, Twitch staff can ban me from platform anyway. Correct.
That's a great point, though, Fox. Like, if you're in someone's chat and someone's bothering you, like, not personally, but like their behavior is and especially if you feel like you're a valued member of the community,
if the behavior is not making lives better,
message someone with power, either a mod or the streamer, and just talk to him and be like, hey, listen, I love X streamer and I love being in the community, but this person makes me not want to be there because of their behavior. You know, like, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because, like, it's nice to a streamer, because sometimes a streamer doesn't even know. Sometimes they're just they're just unaware. Or sometimes people have got beef with each other that we don't know from other people's streams. Because I've had a situation where I had two people had beef, and I could tell he was being annoying to her, and then luckily he stopped, because I deleted his comments on Discord, and he seemed to not just chilled out after then.
Or like Admirable.
Admiral was just a dog. Just a bad person. And you know, he talks shit on to me about me in people's streams as well. Like,
really?
Yeah, Scuba was talking about how much he likes my channel and shit, and Adam was like, "Fox not good." That's what he wrote. and then he said,
"Fox not good."
And then Puppy Eric came in. He's like, "I'm not a terrorist." He added Puppy Eric, "I'm not a terrorist." And then like and then Scuba's mod to shut that down. I was like, Scuba, you need to get rid of that dude.
What is even the story with that? I have no fucking clue what's going on. Do you even know?
No. I don't know. He's just... I generally think he's a man who is suffering a mental breakdown or whatever, and something must have happened. I thought because he's from the UK, and I don't know what his nationality is, but he doesn't look Middle Eastern, so I don't understand what happened, and I don't... It was just... I don't get it. I don't get it. Fox not good. Yeah, there is no story. It's like an idle game. And he's just... Oh my god. And he got banned from Sophie's stream as well. So he's just...
It's bad if you get banned from Sophie's stream.
If you get banned from Sophie's stream, you must...
Okay, so what are the streams that it's bad if you get banned from?
Smokey and Mike and Sophie.
Smokey and Pixie.
Yeah. If you get banned from those three people, you are pretty bad.
Sophie, yep. Mm-hmm.
Do they go
ARG when they get banned?
Yeah, like Sophie gets the guillotine out, just like an expressive profanity, and she's like, hold up. Psst.
We timed that. It worked out.
It's perfect. Yeah, that's kind of the reason why I banned Evan. Because I found out Smokey and I banned him. I was like, that guy's one of the nicest, relaxed people ever. If that guy bans Evan, that's pretty bad. Like, that just completely changed my perspective. I was like, alright, he's gone. Next time he comes in. And, and then when I was modding for a certain channel that I'm no longer modding for because I'm no longer his friend, he's too busy making lives better. When I saw him talking shit behind my back on a stream and I was lurking, I was like, alright, Evan, congratulations, you've signed your death sentence. I was like, good, thank you. You've made my job much easier now. It's one of my favorite quotes of Fox Operates. You protect your communities consistently very much. Yeah, I did my best, man. I did my best, Mark Ruffalo. And like, guys, you're my eyes and ears. I can see what I can see. My social intelligence is high, but sometimes I miss things. There is things I missed out. I've banned Admiral. Anyone that's disrespectful to my fam's not. It's just, I don't think he's a good person, honestly, Jarvis. I think sooner or later he'll get banned from Scuba Stream. He's just, because he's just one of those people. If nothing goes wrong, he's okay. But if one thing goes wrong, as opposed to just someone going, oh, okay, he's just more like, ooh. So yeah, as long as she has a VB long neck, she can do with anything. She didn't have a VB long neck that day, unfortunately. Me being awkward and still learning a little bit about social stuff. I understand where some people come from, but there's just some things that are just common sense. I don't think common sense is as common as people say it is. I should think we should teach social skills at school, like a better job of it. Or like maybe we should just write a book or something. But I do enjoy when I'm warned or just communicated do something wrong. But some people don't even do that, showing they didn't take into consideration your words. Yeah, Deb, I'm a big believer of that, because let's just say I've had situations in my life where, like, let's just, I did the same sound effect as Sophie, so I had to finish it off. I'll give you an example. Like, I remember my first proper girlfriend, she broke up with me, and I don't actually know why. I didn't get it. I didn't know what I did wrong.
She's a bitch.
No, and like I still, like, it took me like a year and a half before I actually understood why. And the reason why was because I just didn't give her enough time to miss me. So like I messaged her too much. I talked to her. Oh, did I talk to her? Not too much. Because she was like, sometimes she was here, sometimes she was there. She was just playing hot and cold. And it wasn't until later in the next year I met this girl, and she messaged me too much, and she actually became a stalker to me. I was actually, yeah, she got fucking really bad. And then like something clicked in my head. I was like, I wonder if this is what I did with the other person, because she said I was too full on, and I don't know what that means. It's such a fucking vague. What does full on mean? Because girls so no offense to women, but you girls don't communicate very well to guys. I know you girls go, oh, you better communicate. No, you're not. Everyone's a shit communicator. Don't act better than anyone else. But like, if she just said you did these specific things, I'd be like, oh, okay, no worries, I get you. And yeah, because I experienced it firsthand from this person, I was like, and it just went and it clicked. So I was like, all right, cool. So I stopped doing that. So I can see when it happens. Evan, who is nobody? Sorry, Jen. I'm catching up the comments. Jen, at the job I'm a supervisor at a grocery store for now until I get my degree. Oh, okay. Sorry for Jen, just talking about vaping, but it wasn't about vaping. Jen, I'm gonna give you a warning, Jen. If your conversations aren't about vaping, just don't bother. It has to be about vaping and vaping nirvana. Like, that's all we care about.
Yes.
Yo, just did the dungeon and got a uncommon sense trigger.
Jen's just warming up her coils right now. Give her a break.
I know, call common sense. This is situational. Yeah. There's a public speaker that wholeheartedly believes we should have more public speaking social skills. Yeah, absolutely. It'll fix a lot of issues in society. Yeah, there are chat rooms that...
One of the best things that I ever did was, and I talk about this before, when I was in the military as part of getting our non-commissioned officer status, you have to go through like a month-long training. And part of that training, other than learning like leadership and things like that, is you have to give, they call them briefings, but it's basically public speaking skills. And I learned so much from that. One, I was the quietest person in the class.
Oh no.
And I constantly got highest marks on the speeches and briefings, right? Yeah. And that I noticed that the most like outgoing and talkative and kind of gregarious people were the worst at public speaking. And it just really changes my mindset. You know what I mean? That being on camera, being in front of people and doing things like that is just like a different skill set than being social. You know what I mean? Because it might be hard to believe, but like if I out with like my wife at like a happy hour or something like that, shut up. I don't talk much at all. I pretty much don't talk to anyone really. I keep to myself. It's a completely different skill set, you know?
But once you're out with that and friends like, have you seen that movie Tetsuo? I was like, yo, I can interject here. I love that film.
Well, that's what I lead with, and then I learned that no one else liked it, so I stopped asking.
Fuck, that's bullshit.
Mocha's question. There's someone in the community that I've had experience with who's really good at emotionally draining people, and I keep seeing them do it to people, and I don't know what to do about it. They come in and act all nice for the first few months, make the streamer rely on them, then straight up abandon them. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about, Mocha.
Are they my channel?
They have been in your channel before.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna send you their name right now. Fox,
Kill him!
in a DM.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Oh shit! Oh no! Like I see Super Pretzel Punches typing. Oh, I'm getting nervous, guys.
There you go.
It's Jen. I mean, I didn't say Jen.
Sorry, Jen.
I don't like using. Yeah, sorry. Oh, you go. I'll just keep reading comments while you do that.
No, and so like, and it happened to Jarvis, and so like I know Mocha and I personally warned everyone because they did it to me as well. They were in my community. They were there all the time. They were part of all the jokes and memes and shit like that. And then all of a sudden, and then like they like got modded and stuff because they were there all the time. And then just one day gone, absolutely gone. Didn't respond to messages. Didn't do anything. And this might be outing who they are, but like I made a video one time. They sang a song in like a voice Discord call, and it got recorded and posted in like the Discord. And I, as a joke, like copied it and put it into a YouTube video. And it wasn't even I think it was a published video, or maybe it wasn't. But I would just like every now and then like pull it up and play the song just like as a joke, you know, like I do with Cinnabons, like with her clips and Jarvis and Mocha and you, Fox, right? They did a copyright claim on the video, claiming that it was their original content. And they also brigaded people to claiming that I bullied them, and that this was like an intimate moment or like a private moment that I was publicly putting out there to bully them. So that's what kind of person that is.
So we went through that, Jarvis. We got you back. Biggest tip my mom told me all the time was you have to make fun of with yourself sometimes. Oh yeah, some people don't take life too seriously. I don't take anything seriously. I don't take Twitch seriously either. Because like, I don't know, maybe I won't be doing Twitch this year. Who knows? Maybe this is my last year. We don't know. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
What a knob. Sorry to hear that. It's a bit nuts for you.
Do you want to say something now to get you canceled?
No.
Okay, think about it. We'll do it next week.
Okay.
Well, number one, it's not your responsibility, Mocha. You can warn people about it like you have been doing, and I know the people that you have warned about it appreciate it, but like you're not your brother's keeper.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
I'm offering a service. I'm doing it right now, as of today. If there's something you don't like, pay me money and I'll fucking deal with them. I'll message them and say,
shit.
I'll be your representative.
$10 donation. $10 USD donation.
$10 USD? Oh, maybe a bit more. Because I'm affected.
$20 USD?
No, because affected, I'm ruining my reputation to that person as well. And because they always take it very personally.
$50 USD.
Not a Twitch hitman, but I'm... Like, let's just say, for example, a certain dickhead named Admiral Wig. Whoops, I said his name. He got banned from Sophie's stream for calling her a pet name. On her channel, there's a rule saying no pet names except for Lady Sophie, Queen Sophie, or whatever.
Yeah.
And anyway, this ding dong goes to Slappy Jack's stream. He goes, "Oh, I got banned." I explained to it the reason why he got. He said, "I called it honey buns. It's not a compliment." Nah, Mr. Love, I want to. If this person comes to my channel and does this, I want to have a conversation with them. Because I like having conversations with people. Because I actually like confrontation. I actually fucking thrive off of it. I get fucking, my dick gets fucking hard. Ban them all. That sounds like a fucking Darkest Dungeon line right there. But anyway, what's it called? This, anyway, this ding dong goes to Slapjack's stream. I basically added him saying, "This is why you got banned, you idiot."
Mm-hmm.
All these people in the stream going, "Yeah, that's uncool. Why'd you say that? Yada yada yada. She's uncomfortable with it. Yada yada." So, but in my place, it's a compliment. It's like, I don't give a shit. It made her feel uncomfortable. In your place, yes, but in her place, no. So fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and then he writes in Slappy Jack.
Yeah, intention doesn't really matter in a case like that.
Yeah, and then overconfidence is slow and insidious. Ban.
It's not a compliment. No, it's not. That's like what like your like father-in-law uncomfortably calls the waitress when he tells her like that she didn't give him enough ice in his Diet Coke.
Yeah. Pretty much. You can't. I want to verbally destroy someone too. You can't have all the fun. Well, you were destroying that dude, that Devil May Cry wanker. Anyway, and then he has the audacity, after we've all told him what he did wrong, goes into Slappy Boner's Discord and writes as like, I can't believe you get banned for compliments. And I added him again. Repeated everything. So this guy is just clearly an idiot. Like, simple as that. But you know what? Like, I still enjoyed that confrontation because at least it's out there. And
that's the thing. Like, so one of the things that I learned again in the military and basic training is if you get in trouble, you get yelled at and you kind of get embarrassed in front of everyone, right? It's not doing that is not just to scare you into doing the right behavior, right? That's not the whole purpose. The whole purpose is to teach others in witnessing it correct behavior, or to show them what incorrect behavior is. And so by calling it out, you're not only just like addressing that person, you're letting everyone else know this is not acceptable. Everyone pay attention, okay? And that's part of it. And that's why I'm not a huge fan. Like, if I know the person, I might personally message them and say like, hey, you probably didn't mean to do this. Just keep, just heads up. Let's try not to do that anymore. But if it's someone I don't know, or if it's someone that's like really out there, I'll do it publicly just so everyone realizes like this is not going to be put up with. This is not acceptable.
Django,
that way
shut up.
Everyone can learn from the situation. Shut up, Django.
I'm so mad at you, Django.